The fat boys break up, now every day I wake up I'm seeing the regression going on inside of Jacob. Cause we our own ops like Russell with the Lakers. Should've sent us to the Heat, but the Lord will never trade us. Damn little man, I'm just trying to do me. Get it in before I sleep like my little brother Seed. Givenchy, flyest Jew you ever seen. You can't say what I say cause you ain't see what I seen. I don't want much, man, I have everything. A nice fly wife, a fly young king. So I don't worry about the hatred and drama they bring. I will reply, but I'm doing my thing.
You can't do nothing different. It's so many people that try. It's impossible. Because the Most High is not going to allow until we come back. Read that again, King.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 31, verse 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generation, for a perpetual covenant. It shall be a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed.
And today is the 7th day, which is the Sabbath. Our people supposed to be resting and refreshed. But no, let the so-called white man say you got New Year's off. Let him say you got Christmas Eve off. Let him say you got Easter off. Yo, you love it. You love it. But the Most High said, yo, the 7th day is for you. The 7th day is for you to rest. You got everything off. Don't worry about nothing. Just chill. And we like, nah, I got things to do today. I got to go to work. I got to go see this. I got to go pay this. I got to go do this. Nah, man, this is not how we supposed to be living. This is the reason why our neighborhoods look the way it look. I mean, it is what it is. How jacked up they look. It's a reason for that, right? Go ahead and finish that out. Read verse 17.
Oh, yeah, I read 18. That's what I left there. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tablets of testimonies. Tablets of stone written with the finger of God.
Hey, brother, you got a quick second? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Hey, you believe in the Bible? You do? God. Hey, what's your nationality? Oh, you already know. All praises, man. All praise to the Most High, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, King. How long you been in the knowledge? All praises, all praises. That's what's up, King. That's what's up, man. So you know today the Sabbath day? Yeah. Yeah. All praises, man. So at least you up here with us getting some congregation in, right?
What's that? That's commandment 4, right? Remember the Sabbath day?
Yep. Yes, sir. Yep. You got it. Did you know, so you already know, man. I ain't gonna go down the basics, man. Like, I'm about to say.
Tighten me up, though.
Hey, all praises. Did you know Yasharahla kept the 7th day?
Yeah.
Con.
Yes.
Hey, is that John 4 or Luke 4? When he went into the synagogue to talk on the Sabbath day?
I want to say it's Luke.
Luke 4?
It's not John.
Okay, yeah, it might be Luke 4. Like 18, I believe.
Yeah, John 4 is the Samaritan woman. So.
Here you go, right here. Right here, 14, yep. Hey, read that, Ken.
This is Luke chapter 4, verse 14. And Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit unto Galilee, and there went out a frame of him through all the reign round about. And he taught in their synagogue, being glorified of all. And he came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, and as his custom was.
So again, this is a custom of our people. The Sabbath day is a custom. If I ask one of the so-called blacks, what's your custom? They don't know. They probably say Baptist or something, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. But Yahushua, the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ said that he was raised up in this custom. What is that custom? Read.
He went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up to read.
And he went into the synagogues and taught on the Sabbath day, meaning that his custom was to go congregate on the Sabbath day. That's our customs. This is the reason why we keep the laws and commandments. All right? Because Jesus Christ did not tell us that, hey, these commandments are done away with. Hey, the Sabbath day is gone. Passover, don't keep it. Tabernacles, nope. You can eat pork now. You can eat shrimp now. No. He didn't come for that. You still got to abide by the dietary law. You still have to abide by the customs of the Most High.
That's right.
All right. Hey, brother, you got any questions? You got no questions, man? Let me ask you a question, man. Where your friends is at, man? You know I had to ask.
I was wearing my tassels.
Okay,
I
go
was
on.
wearing my tassels on the four corners, but then I kind of stopped a while ago. It's kind of hard because they got dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I only had one pair. But I do need to get a couple frames or something.
God, all praises, man. As long as that's a bus. Oh, go ahead, Ken. I ain't gonna hold you up, man. Hey, you got a flyer? Hey, get a flyer, Ken. Hey, man, come mess with us, man. Come mess with us, build with us, man.
They got the information in there.
So another one. Hey, 1 second. Grab this one real quick. And if you can't get in touch with us on that flyer, man, we're going to be here pretty much every Shabbat. So you can come right back to this. Yep. All right. Shalom, King. Where did we leave off at? Go. Give me Exodus 20. We about to get the commandment that brother brought out. Because it is a commandment. Like the last verse we read it said Moses was handed tablets with the Most High finger written on it. All right. And one of the commandments that was on that tablet was this right here.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse. Let me start at 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So for all the Christians out there saying, man, we ain't got to keep all the laws, we just got to keep the 10 commandments. Well, guess what? Got to keep the Sabbath day and the 10 commandments. They don't do that. All right, read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God, and all thou shalt do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy maidservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
All this supposed to be shut down.
That's right.
We're supposed to be resting today. All right? But it's going to take a lot of work. Because our people is hard-headed as crap, man. It's hard-headed. We don't understand that we are a nation that nobody cares about. We want to be a part of other nations and a part of their groups. But we got to understand that we are a nation that these 12 tribes, nobody give a crap about but the Most High. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Hey, brother, you got a quick second? You got a quick second, brother? Nope. That's what I'm talking about, man. Our people are like, yo, we got heads of stone, bro. Ears that can't even hear nothing. When we want to. Read that, King.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourself together, ye gather together, O nation, not desire. Gather yourself together, ye gather together, O nation, not desire.
You see that? We're supposed to be gathering together, not with these other nations. We're supposed to be gathering ourselves together. The so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans and Hispanics. We're supposed to be gathering together. Because we are the nation that's not desired. Yo, when you move into a white neighborhood, they say, there goes the neighborhood. When you take your child to an all-white school, he is ostracized, man. They treat him differently than they treat anybody else. Why do we want to continue to be around it? I have no idea. We want to be accepted. We want everybody to love us. But we don't give a crap about the Most High. We say, nah, God, you ain't got to love us. We just need all these other people to love us. Once they love us, they going to treat us better. All right, what they say, no justice, no peace? Yo, if you relying on the white man to give you justice, you ain't learned nothing. You ain't learned nothing from your own history. He is not going to give you, so that means you never going to have peace. You're going to be waiting for a long time. You never going to have peace. You're going to constantly see unarmed black men die, unarmed black women die. You're going to constantly be marching. No justice, no peace. Until you come back to these laws, statutes, commandments, where you can have the peace and the justice. Because once our nation come back, guess what? We're going to get justice. Because Jesus Christ ain't coming back like he did the first time. He coming back with a sword.
That's right.
And that sword is going to have all nations' blood on it that put us in captivity. That had a hand in our captivity, he's knocking them off. That's true justice. How can we walk away from this land and say, you know what, I just need the murderer in jail? But when the commandments say that murderer that spit that blood on our land must die.
That's right.
He has to repay with his blood. But we say, no, you know what? You killed my son, I forgive you. I'm a good old Christian, and I was taught about forgiveness, so I forgive you. But the laws of the Most High said that man must be put to death. And then when you think about it on a broader scale, what they do to our ancestors, they rape, they murdered. A lot of our ancestors' blood is on this ground.
That's right.
Guess what that means? Their blood got to be on the ground? That's right. Give me that in Revelation. That's the only justice that we need. We don't need no other justice. Watching a man rot in jail, man, that's not justice when your son is gone. When your daughter is gone. When somebody raped your daughter, oh, I just want him in jail. I don't know about you, but I'm going to follow these laws. Because the law said if a dude raped my daughter, yo, this dude got to die.
Right.
He got to go. If a dude killed my son, it says, yo, the guy that killed him, he got to run away. That's how much, yeah, he got to go seek a refuge. Because he definitely going to die. That's what I'm about. That's the guy that I serve, the man of war. He said, I am the man of war. I don't serve no sweet Jesus. No baby Jesus. We ain't serving no baby Jesus over here. We are serving a Mashak and Hawashah.
That's right.
He said, vengeance is mine. The only thing we got to do is keep the commandments.
That's right.
All right, read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Yo, if you have the mind to gain understanding, listen to this.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
How did we get over here? We got over here by the way of slave ships to be put into captivity. And who did it? Pretty much all the nations. That's not a part of the 12 tribes. So every nation that's not a part of these 12 tribes that put us in captivity, read.
Who have leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity.
That's justice. You put us in captivity, you must go in captivity. For more than 400 years, after they so-called released us, that we was free, they still put barriers around us. And then we so jacked up that after they so-called released us, we started doing the very same thing to ourselves. So it's like they playing work. Yeah, we gonna do them until they don't want to fight us. They just fight each other. So it's only fair if the same thing y'all did to us be done to y'all. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yo, in the modern day sword, you got guns. So the people that invented guns, and swords and use it to conquer a nation, to kill for no reason the innocent, guess what gotta happen to you? You must die with the sword.
That's right.
This is the God of the Bible, of the King James Bible. This is who he is. Yes, he's about forgiveness, but only for his people. Yes, he's about justice, but only for his people.
That's right.
It's not for all nations. It will never be. It can't be. It's ridiculous. That's just like me reading the Constitution and saying, yo, I'm a part of this. This is talking about me. No, it's not. This Bible is only talking about the Israelites.
That's right.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what this is talking about. All right? Let me know. That's what this Bible is talking about. It ain't talking about nobody else. So sorry, so-called white man, not sorry, you can't make it. Sorry, so-called Chinese man, not sorry, you can't make it. All right? Hey, buddy, you got a quick second? Look, you got a quick second, King? What? Why'd you say that, man? No, man. You think we preaching hate out here, man? You don't want to deal with it? Hey, can I ask you a question? I'll leave you alone, man. Are you a Christian? You're not a Christian? All right. What are you then? I just lied to you. I'm asking multiple questions. You a human being? That's what's up, man. We all human beings around here. What God do you serve? As a human being, what God do you serve? I hear you said. So you don't serve God. You don't obey, so you don't serve God. Oh, so you already know. So why are you rebelling like that? What's the reason? It's like, because since you know, like, all right, I ain't listening. I don't, what I'm saying, I'm disobedient, so I know I don't hear God. Yeah, so why is that? But you know the things that's blocking it is put on you because you disobedient, right? I don't get it. So what? That's like a math question, man. Like 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not listen? Is it like too hard for you? Like, nah, not yet. Let me ask you this: Do you know who the Israelites is? You know what we about? Okay. So let me just give you some gist real quick. We about raising our people up in this truth, right? Raising our people up in this Bible and teaching them how to repent, right? Because it is things that block us, right? Our jobs, it's a lot of things that block us, right? And we have to fight and endure to the day. But guess what? That's the reason. The reason is we rebellious. That's why we have to go through those things to get over it. Just like when your kids, right? When your kids do something bad, you punish them until they show you something good, until they start being obedient. Then you're like, all right, I can give you this, I can give you that, right? It's the same thing with the Most High. He's going to continue to punish us until he see that we've been obedient, and then he will remove those punishments. You feel what I'm saying? So you're hip to it. So I'm confused, man. So why? I don't want to get too much in your personal life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look. We're going to try to plant a seed, man. Can you get a brother a flyer? Did you already give him? You already got one? We're going to try to plant a seed, man. Hopefully that seed blossom. You get, you know what I'm saying, some type of curiosity and say, I want to see what this is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because our mission is to wake our people up and get them to repent, right? I know you say you don't serve the Most High, but one thing you do understand is what you're not doing, and that's being obedient. So you have to be obedient to him. Do you know how to be obedient, I should say? Because we say listen, but, we flesh. So the first thing we say listen is like, okay, we got to hear a voice. So do you know how to be obedient to the Most High? Because he's not going to talk to you. He's not going to ring a phone and say, hey, what's your name? Huh? Norm? He ain't going to say, hey, Norm, listen to me. Follow me, Norm. So his voice is this right here. His voice is us coming out and saying, yo, wake up. Remove your life from sin. So this is your call. You feel what I'm saying? It's not by coincidence that you end up here, King, and we at the same block. It's not by coincidence.
That's right.
Okay, yeah, we definitely could build, man. We definitely build. You know what I'm saying? So Lord willing, man, we plant a seed, man, and you know what I'm saying, and come on inside, man. You know what I'm saying? Serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You got two kings, right? You want to teach them the wrongs and rights of this earth. We ain't about religion. You know what I'm saying? We about teaching our young kings how to be men. We don't want to treat them like boys as they getting older. That's crazy, right? We want to teach them how to be men as they get older.
That's right.
And that's what we about. That's what the Bible teaches us to do. Right? You know about King David? That's what he did to his son Solomon. Yo, he raised his son and said, yo, keep the charge of the Lord. Keep his commandments. This is how your kingdom will stand. Right? And that's the same thing we doing as well. Right? So it's not so much about us as an individual, but it's about them. You know what I'm saying? Because we jacked up. The kids is the ones that we need to raise up in righteousness. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. Would you got something, King? Oh, God. Go ahead, King.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 27. I'm going to go to 26. Take this book of the law and put it in the side of the ark of the covenant of the Lord your God, that it may be there for a witness against thee. For I know thou rebellious and thou stiff-necked. Behold, while I am yet alive with you this day, ye have been rebellious against the Lord, and how much more after my death.
Yo, he said, listen, he said, I'm with you and you've been rebellious. You've seen the miracles I've done and you still didn't want to listen. So I already know once all this is done and said, you definitely going to be rebellious. And that's what our people is. You know what I'm saying? I was rebellious too. I didn't want to hear this truth. I didn't want to do it. But over time, it started to make sense because I started asking questions like, who are we? Why do all these nations hate us? Why do my people live in this condition? Why do people overseas come over here and is told not to deal with the so-called black man, black woman, but only to use them for money or sex? Why is that? And then once I start searching the scriptures, once I start doing my due diligence, I start to find out, wait a minute, we are the people of this book. This is talking about us.
That's right.
And plus, I had elders and teachers that was teaching us at the same time. All right? You got something else? King, go ahead, King.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38. Start at verse 1. Keep not thou silent, O God. Hold not thou peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thou enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Yo, since they hated us, they lifted up their head against us. I mean, Salaki, since they hated the Most High, they lifted up their head against us. This is how you attack the Most High, by attacking his people. Just like if I want to get to you, brother, I'm going to get to your kids. And that's the same thing, that's the same tactic they use. I'm going to get to his children to get to him. Right? Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against our people and counsel against our hidden ones.
They took crafty counsel. Right? Crafty counsel, yo, you got to understand what that is. They took days, months, years to come up with a plan. It took days, months, years to come up with a plan. It didn't just happen overnight. They took crafty counsel amongst all. All these nations talked to one another and said, how can we do this to these people? Against the hidden ones. And the hidden ones, guess what? Is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Who they would say, oh, this is the lost children of Israel. No, we're not lost. We just sleep. Read.
They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
This is how they came up with it. They said, you know what? We're going to cut them off from being a nation. How are we going to cut them off from being a nation? By taking their God. How do we take their God? By getting them to sin. By them sacrificing swine. By telling them they can't keep the Sabbath day. To the point our people is like, yo, the Sabbath day is Sunday. I go to church Sunday. No, you're still under the curses.
That's right.
You're still falling under this crafty counsel right here. This is how they cut us off from being a nation. They took away our law, statutes, commandments, and made us forced to keep their law, statutes, commandments. They said, you can't, nope, the rain that falls from this earth that is free, you can't collect that and use it. Because if you do, I'm going to tax it. I'm going to force you to pay a water bill and for us to clean your water so you can use it. What is that doing? That's, yo, the Most High created the water. Salakia, the Most High created the rain. It's free. So now we got to pay for a water bill with their money. What are they putting themselves up as? God.
Bring it out.
We got to come to them for their food. For our food, water, clothes. If we want to be something in this world that we are in, we got to go to school. So we got to get their degrees. They don't teach us how to have life skills. They don't teach us how to use our hands to invent things. No, they teach us how to be workers. Why is that? For one, it's a curse. And for two, it's the crafty counsel. I'm going to make you depend on me. Once you depend on me, you ain't going to look up to God. You're going to look up to the so-called white man.
That's right.
That's why they say, hey, go vote. Because you go vote, yo, we're going to get some money. Hey, them food stamps going to be popular if you go vote. What are we voting for? You don't even know what the whole bill is saying. You're just looking at the fact that the white man going to take care of us if we vote for him. This is crazy, man. You finish on that?
That the name of Israel may not be more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent they are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom.
So now he said, yo, this is all the nations that was confederate against you that came together and said, you know what? I don't want the name of Israel to be remembered. I want them to call themselves African American. I want them to call themselves blacks. I want them to call themselves Afro Americans, Hispanics, Mexicans, Native Americans, indigenous people. I want them to call themselves that. I don't want them to call themselves the children of Israel. I don't want them to know about the 12 tribes. We have to stop that. Read. These are the nations.
And the Ishmaelites.
So you got Edom, the so-called white man, the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arab. So the white man had us in the translated slave trade. The Arabs had us in what? This sub-Saharan slave trade.
That's right.
We had to understand all these nations had us in captivity. Now that they got so good at it, they like, you know what? We don't even need to put chains on them no more. We don't need to beat them or rape them. We don't need to do that. Now we got their minds.
That's right.
We make them think what they think they thought. We make them, if they got an idea, it comes from us. I forget what president, now was it a president or the CIA, the head guy from CIA? I forgot his name. It's gonna come back to me. But he said, yo, the next time you have a black messiah, it's gonna be somebody I give. It's gonna be somebody I create, somebody that I'm gonna push for you, for the so-called blacks. How crazy is that? That should have your antennas up in the air. The first black guy that says that he's a black leader, out of nowhere, he ain't got no works, that he's an agent. That brother's an agent.
Right.
But we hate that, man. We don't like that. We don't like that, man. We love being under the white man. We love being under his thumb. We want to be like him. We want to get into his politics. We want to become president. We want to become and do exactly what they did, what they doing to us. The person that's going to get us out of this position is Yasharahla. That's the only person. And what I mean by that is the faith that we must have in him when we keep these laws, his commandments. Because we can do good works on this earth. I'm not saying we just sitting here waiting. We sitting on our couch and saying, yep, it ain't going to happen until Jesus come back. No, we out here doing the works. We out here trying to reach our people. Trying to develop the minds of our people. All right, it said, who will rouse up the lion? We're trying to get that up. We say, hey, come on, wake up. It's time for us to come back to these laws and commandments. It's time for our people to wake up. What time is it? Oh, yeah, I'm done. It's 1:30. Bring out one scripture for me, King. Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And I'm gonna exit out with this. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord.
So if we hearken diligently, if we really listen to the Most High words, this is going to come to pass. This is what will happen to the children of Israel. Right? Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will sit thee on high.
He will sit you on high once you observe and do all his commandments. He will sit you on high. He won't put you at the bottom of society anymore. When you get in the lowest paid jobs, when you can barely afford groceries, when you can barely afford a car, when you can barely afford anything in this damn world. He's saying, you do these things, I will sit you above all these nations. I'm going to put you in a position to rule over these nations. But you must first observe what I want you to do. Read.
Above all nations of the earth, and all those blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Most High said, you keep these laws and commandments, all these blessings will come. The first thing we think about is money. We don't think about as a nation, right? Our neighborhoods, our grocery stores, right? Our careers, what we do for a living, our land. We don't think about that. That's the blessings that the Most High is speaking about, right? So I'll leave with this, man. We got to wake up. We got to come back, keep the laws and commandments, and the faith of Yasharahla, who the world called Jesus Christ. We got to come back to that. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the children of Israel. It's time to wake up. All right? With that, I leave.
Good teaching, brother. Good teaching. All praise to the Father and the Son